Tonight on the Super Important Show, get down to safety, the baby that thinks meth rules, and Google Street View gets too fast and too furious. I am one of your hosts, Destiny Adato. Hello, everyone. Please let me introduce you to our other, as usual, our amazing co-host, Heather Jules Booth. Hello, Heather Jules Booth.
Hello.
And tonight we have special guest, Kali Tripodis. Hello, Kali. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. This music is like firing me up. Oh my god.
Awesome. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to dip it out so people can hear you. But Kali,
oh, man. Okay.
I got new music coming in. I got bed music coming in. It's not as this is a little bit more cash, but so Kali, for people who don't know you, give us a little bit of like who Kali is.
Hello. I was born in Florida many years ago. Let's see. I live in New York. I do sketch comedy with these two. I'm a writer for Armory Sketch. I'm a comedian. And yeah, I have a really obnoxious keyboard behind my head. Yes, I play piano. Okay. Like I'm begging for someone to ask me about it. All right. So, yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Happy to hang out with these two.
Nice. Well, welcome. Heather, do you want to get us into it?
Oh, I would be delighted. Let's take a look at our World You Crazy. Get ready, everybody. It's gonna be it's gonna be a trip. Tonight on World You Crazy, an Australian journalist calls her baby methamphetamine rules as a test of naming regulations. An ABC journalist. So, I just want to throw out there that this isn't just a random person who wrote something and said, I'm a journalist. This is a person who ABC has, I assume, paid at some point because she's referring to herself as an ABC journalist. She gave birth to her third child and decided to put Australia's births, deaths, and marriages register to the test. So apparently in Australia, and I never thought about this, but do we have something like this in America? I don't. We do. Okay. Yeah. So,
really?
I didn't know that either.
You can't you can't name your baby Jesus Christ or anything, or there's a long list of names that you can't.
Come on.
I feel like I met some Jesus Christs.
Yeah, but not legally, not officially.
Oh, it's like
that was their street name. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
They go by it. So this woman in Australia, she, and I'm going to throw out there, I do love this epic trolling. She had her third son in July, and she decided to submit his name as methamphetamine rules. She said, we thought we would submit the most outrageous name we could think of, assuming it would be rejected. It didn't get rejected, and it slipped through the cracks. A spokesperson for births, deaths, and marriages, which, by the way, sounds like the title of a TV show. Like every time I read that, I'm like, births, deaths, and marriages. Yeah, right?
Nobody tell Dick Wolf, otherwise there'll be 3 different versions of it.
He's already written a theme
Dun,
song.
dun.
Yeah.
A spokesperson for births, deaths, and marriages said the, quote, unusual name had unfortunately slipped through. They said that they've now strengthened the registry's process even further in response to this highly unusual event. These are all the things they put in quotes. And they'll be working with the family to change the name. But the spokesperson indicated that that doesn't mean the original name goes away. A name registered at birth remains on the NSW Births, Deaths, and Marriages Register forever, even if the name is formally changed. So the baby is forever somewhere. Someone's going to do like a deep dive Google search on this kid someday, and their name being Methamphetamine Rules is going to come up.
Yeah.
She also, so the mother said she was deciding between Methamphetamine Rules and Nang's Rule, which I was like, excuse me, which is apparently Australian slang for nitrous oxide canisters. And it's
and
how
nobody knows that. Nobody knows
No, of course not. I mean, maybe in Australia. Well, here's what's funny. So we don't know that. She decided not to try that one in case the registry didn't know what it was either. So obviously that was just too deep a cut even for Australia. But she's like, we chose methamphetamine thinking there's no way anyone will see that word and think it's okay. She says her husband took convincing to agree to the experiment. Uh-oh, they were wrong. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Is Rules the last name or the middle name?
I assume the middle name.
I assume the middle name. Yeah, and her last name is Drysdale. Now, I don't know if that's her last name or the baby's last name, but Methamphetamine Rules Drysdale is pretty good.
Because is it like name. Methamphetamine Rules, like meth rules, or is it like these are the rules of meth? Like, what was she going for?
I think she was going for meth rules, like meth rules, like that kind of idea.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean,
she also
just imagine.
She says, oh my God. Yeah. Well, so she says.
Go ahead, Callie.
You go.
Yeah, Callie.
I'm fired up. Imagine if your mom is using you as a pawn to test regulations. That's all. That's depressing to me.
Right. And like, I love the trolling aspect of it. I think that I love a good troll. Like, I think it's hilarious to troll things. Mm-hmm. But like I love, so sometimes on this show we'll do like license plates that get banned. That's the level of trolling I think you should go. It's an inanimate object. You're just trying to like give your car a funny name. But like, this is a human. This is a person. It's weird enough if you even name a pet this, but like, this is a human.
Yes. Okay, here's the thing I think you're both forgetting right off the top. Let's
People
say...
are weird?
No, I was saying, let's say this sticks. Let's say this person has to go with Methamphetamine Rules forever. Do you remember that period of time, like very early on in school, where you had to write your own name? And it was like a big deal to be able to like spell your own name correctly, even though you'd think it'd be simple.
Oh.
I would never get my name right if my name was Methamphetamine. Like, I would spell my own name wrong 100% of the time.
Or what if the first word you learned how to spell correctly was methamphetamine?
Yeah.
Like, it was the first word you wrote on the paper with like the dotted line in the middle. It's just methamphetamine. Oh! We're so proud of you.
Just over and over again on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It seems like the kid is like, this kid has a serious drug problem. They're just writing methamphetamine over and over and over.
Yeah, they're like, does your child have a problem? But I
do kind of
Dad said that he wanted to nickname the baby Speedy. So I guess the dad's on board now with this.
Are we getting chat? Like, I feel like I've seen things, but I've not seen them come up.
We have lots of chats coming through. I keep trying to put them up, but they are not. They're not going through.
They're not popping up. You want to?
Not popping up.
Can you send me the link again? I feel like something's gone horribly awry.
I sure can, because we got a lot of good comments in the chat, and I do really want to make sure that they get honored out there.
Yeah, I hate to not.
Keep going.
Yeah, people casting their votes on whether it's methamphetamine rules or methamphetamine rules. Like number 1, drink water. Number 2, don't do it. Number 3, refer to number 2.
Yeah.
But I think the common vote is that it's this. Or-
Michelle says, Michelle asks if they're going to change the kid's name to Pot Rocks, which sounds kind of like Pop Rocks,
Which would
is
totally
funny.
slip through. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. My kid's name is Pop Rocks. What's the problem? I don't
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
Also, we have to like give credit where it's due. Methamphetamine is a nice gender neutral name. Okay, like
That's
Yeah.
a really good point.
Heather, do you want to try again?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
It is not.
Nope. Not seeing it.
Hold on. Give it another go. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yes. Dustin is so old he had to write his name in
Oh,
the dirt
nice.
with a stick.
I am.
Yeah.
I love how we figured that out just to get that comment.
Yeah, just
To get that comment.
I
Michelle.
feel like I'm not older than some of the people involved here, but anyway.
Young Meth is a terrible TV show.
Team Meth rules.
Yeah, someone
my
agrees.
God, this is
Young Meth will
great.
be a legendary
This
speller.
is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Oh
But
my
also,
God.
but seriously though, like if he has to do any sort, or she, or they
Right.
has to do any sort of background check, it'll be like any names you were
Oh.
formerly known by. Yeah, my mom was a troll, and
Yeah.
she wanted to go viral. So
Yeah.
my name was Methamphetamine Rules Drysdale.
God, do you think that this adult would end up having to do a lot of drug tests just because everyone's going to be like, I don't know.
You're like, I swear, yeah, it's like it could be an ironic nickname, like he's never done meth in his life, or he just leans into it. Who knows?
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
man, that'd be. Oh, could you imagine if it just ends up he's like, well, it's my name, so.
Yeah.
Rough.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
I do hope that like, you know the way some people are like, no, don't call me Mike, my name is Michael. I do hope that he's like, no, call me methamphetamine. Do not call me meth. Meth is a drug. Methamphetamine is my name. Stop calling me meth. And like, all right, I'm not gonna be friends with you if I have to say methamphetamine every time like I say words to you. I refuse. It's too many
Like, what if you're at
syllables.
a concert together and you have to like scream it? You're like, methamphetamine! I can't find you. Where is he? You're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, a lot of people would come up. A lot of people would.
My lifetime name is the result of my mom's microscopic contribution to the cosmic timeline on Twitter.
Amazing.
Also, just and then we should probably move on. But I find it adorable that she's like, that's the most outrageous name I could think of, and I was like, you should come to America because there are more outrageous names.
I also thought that was kind of charming that she was, and like, it's not a good name, like it's a problematic name,
Yeah.
but I did think that I was like, oh, I feel like I agree, Dustin, come to America, they will curl your hair with some names.
Yeah, because if you say it if you say it during like in an Australian accent too, it could be a little cute, like methamphetamine, get over here, do your homework, methamphetamine. Man, I gotta get back on. That's such a good accent. Oh,
I mean, no, that was solid. That was solid.
That was a solid accent.
Yeah.
This is a solid accent. I just finished watching the most recent season of Drag Race Down Under. That was a solid accent.
Oh.
So, well done.
we have a lot to talk about off cam.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, can't wait.
That would be a down under name. Okay, maybe I'm just thinking of ketamine. But yeah,
pretty much.
we can move on because I could talk about this all day.
We'll get started. Great. Good to know.
Do we want to move on to Kelly? Do you want to move on to your story?
Oh my god, yes. So basically, I say as I'm clicking on it. Okay, so a federal agency made essentially a kids bop, except for teens and 20-somethings, about promoting safety. So it's, let me get this straight. It is a legitimate federal agency. This is a U.S. government entity. They're the Consumer Product Safety Commission, and they just dropped an album. Okay, this is not a joke. This is not The Onion. This is a real thing that happened. They just dropped an album for promoting safety. So I think it's 6 songs, and they're all types of genres. Like there's a EDM one, there's a K-pop one, there's a Spanish one, and they're all about different things. Like the K-pop one is about fireworks safety. The first one, which I think, would you say, Dustin, hip hop, Protect Your Noggin, which is the title of today's episode.
Yeah.
It's about wearing a helmet, even if you're not legally supposed to. My personal favorite is the EDM one, and maybe that's just the Florida jumping out in me. It's called, I think it's called Put Your Phone Away, and it's very like, it's very 90s. It's like, in the car, on the plane, and then there's just like a reprise like, put your phone away, put your phone away, and it's literally, this is a real, oh my God, Jeremy, hi. Someone I did Second City with, he's amazing. Yeah, so these are real songs that exist. The album is on YouTube. I don't know if it's on other music streaming services. Honestly, my first thought when I read this was, who is the employee for the government who said, let's drop an album? Like, let's release music. Like, this is just so absurd that I want to know who suggested it.
Do you want me to
and
try?
I also want us to listen.
Yeah. Do you want me to try
listen if we can?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
I have Protect Your Noggin, obviously, because we named it. I could try and get Put Your Phone Away, but for right now, I'll play.
It's okay. We can start with the lead single, Protect Your Noggin.
Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Adding it to the workout.
Thanks to the people
Oh my God.
at CPSC.
Album art.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
First things first, let me tell you what the issue is. When you in the streets, gotta stay vigilant. Check the stats, there's been way too many injured heads. From riding around without nothing on protecting them. But we could do better. I'ma put my helmet on and go zoom. Sitting flat up on my head real evenly. Low on my forehead, y'all ain't seeing me. When I fly by, I'ma wave high then bye.
Do we think these are
Don't
real
forget to
people
strap
who
it on
had to
tight.
audition to record this? Or do we think these are like
Let's skate, let's
people who
scooter,
work in
let's
the
bike.
government who happen to like on the
Choosing
side
that
be like,
thing right. When you're in the streets, take caution. Protect your neck and your noggin. When you're in the streets, take caution.
for a second, light
Protect your neck
slaps.
and your noggin. When you're in the streets,
Okay, the
take
question for the
caution.
chat. Does
Protect
this
your
make
neck
you
and
want to
your
wear a
noggin.
helmet?
When you're in the streets,
Of course
take
it does.
caution.
Do you feel
Protect
influenced?
your neck and your noggin. Okay, let me flip scripts. Kick push, then I kick flip. I could do this all wearing lipstick. I got on a sick
like
fit.
Lil
Just
Mama.
one more accessory.
Is that-
Let me pick the helmet that I tired
Is that
on.
about good? Do we wanna-
What I put on right
Yeah.
tune for the right
Okay.
job.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
If not more, I'm ready. If not,
Yeah. I
So
will.
good.
I will try and get Put Your
Let
Phone
that
Away.
ride.
Talk amongst yourselves. I will.
I
will
mean,
see.
it doesn't make me want to wear a helmet because I'll be honest, I was bopping too much to listen to the actual lyrics. And usually I do listen to lyrics pretty intently where I'm like, I need to know the story of this. But I was just like, yeah, feels good.
Yeah,
So
you're
I don't
like-
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just on your bike,
I
no
tuned
helmet,
out.
just hair in the wind, like listening to
Right.
this
I was
Lil
just like,
Mama,
it's a
Young
good
Missy
day. I'm
Elliott.
walking around. Maybe that's the thing though. I felt like I was walking. So maybe that's probably good.
Ooh,
I
that's
wasn't-
true.
It didn't
This
inspire
isn't-
me to like ride anything.
Yeah, I'm not on my motorcycle. On my
Yeah.
hypothetical motorcycle that I don't have. I'm not on my motorcycle. Anything, it makes me want to forget my helmet so I can forget it existed. Oh my
Marissa
god,
says
I
she
would
would
crash
crash
my
her
bike.
bike to that.
Well, that's like, yeah, because I feel like teenagers are just, hold on, Coliseum. Okay, Coliseum is going to be ripping Put Your Phone Away and methamphetamine rolls.
Yep.
Wait, it's going to be the DJ. Oh my God. Coliseum was like the nightclub
Oh.
in Tallahassee, Florida, Florida State University. Dustin is so old that
Not cool. Not cool.
Oh
Whatever
my
it is,
God.
I
No,
couldn't
keep-
even.
keep
I couldn't
him
even see what it was.
coming.
Nope. Disagree. Disagree.
But like, it's seriously like, I feel like Gen Z cannot be positively influenced. And maybe I'm just saying this out of fear because I'm afraid of them. But I feel like they won't hear a song and be like, let me put on a helmet. Thanks. Thanks, consumer, what are they called? Consumer Product Safety Commission.
Thanks, government. I mean, I think you lost it right
government.
there. Like,
Yeah.
I am,
also,
yeah.
as Heather brought up, we need to discuss the title. It's "Where's Safety Now, Haven't We?"
Yeah, that album art and title, like what? That's that feels like somebody was just like, well, what do the kids like? I don't know. They like say things. What do they say? I don't know. Half the stuff they say, like it's just words put together. I don't really understand it. So how about this? And then that is how they named it.
They like saying things. Kids do be saying things. That's yeah, like
Morning
we got a
roast,
fox
being serious and correct. You can't convince grown-ass adults to take a vaccine. You're not going to convince them to protect their noggins. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and well, our writing room in a nutshell, pretty much. Yeah, but yeah, I really want to go back to the fact that this rapper possibly works for the government because I'm obsessed with that theory. That these are just people like they put a little like bulletin board up that
a sign
like,
up
Can
sheet.
you rap? Go to room 503 at noon on Thursday
to lay down
on your
some
mandated
tracks.
60-minute on your mandated lunch break because you work for the government, and just we got tea, we got mics, just lay it down.
Yeah, and it makes the clearance easier. They don't have to like security check anyone, so they're just like, you're already on staff.
Yeah.
I think I have put your phone away if you guys want to.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. The premiere, the song of the summer.
Yeah.
You know, the summer descended.
DJ'd by methamphetamine.
Oh!
Thanks to the people at CPSC.
Like, come on. Come on. Was that a signature tag?
Megan, the answer is he's not protecting his noggin.
I'll stop it there. Because we have a lot left.
Song makes me want to do better.
No. But yeah, it's hardcore rave music. It is like 90s house. Yeah. Like I'm not kidding, you guys. I love that song.
Marissa unironically loves it.
Yeah. Awesome.
It makes me want to put my phone away, like for sure. It's like like they made a ringtone.
Yeah. I not to feed into the morning roast comments, but like the older person in me was like, "What are you doing with your phone on the dance floor anyway? You should be dancing." Why would you have your phone out on the dance floor? That's not what dance floors are for. Like,
I'm sorry, didn't Lady Gaga and Beyonce already tell us to put our phones away on the dance floor? Like, if you didn't listen to that, then what are you doing?
Right.
Put your phone away.
Because there are so many people that are like, I don't listen to Lady Gaga, but I do listen to the Consumer Safety Protection Society or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be my next workout album.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
Wrapped.
I probably am going to find. Oh my god!
You listen to a lot of federally mandated hip hop music,
and then it's gonna like change your suggested playlist where it's like, you like this? Do you like this?
Do you like the song about seatbelts? I'm like, no.
I would have no sympathy for you because whenever I do the segment about Amazon products, it fucks my search up real bad because it thinks that I want all of these things. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm scared.
All right. Do we want to move on to?
As much as
Our
I
next segment?
hate to leave this.
No, but sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Agreed.
I feel like my story is a letdown because it doesn't rock. Like it doesn't do anything exciting. It's just a story about
It doesn't
a thing.
rock. It doesn't rule.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, there's no meth
it
in
will
it.
do its own thing.
Yeah. So, okay. So my story is actually about Google Street View, something that many folks, I use Google Street View all the time. But apparently Google Street View employs a guy by the name of Coleman Ferguson.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, nah.
who was just like, I want to take all these street view photos, but I don't want to do it slowly. So he got his car up to 100 miles an hour plus. And the police discovered that caught him driving past a high school at over 100 miles an hour, which is a definite no-no. And then they proceeded to go on a high-speed chase with a Google Street View that was basically street viewing the entire time. Like, it had the little camera on top, and they caught him, like, weaving in and out of traffic. And then, like, the part where it gets very, like, movie-like is he was, like, driving towards a bridge to get away while the cops are, like, in pursuit. And then it turns out the bridge was out, so he had to do, like, a quick turn, drove through, like, a person's yard and ended up stuck in a creek. And got arrested by the cops. And when the cops asked, why are you doing this? He said, well, because I work for Google and they're going to be mad. And I thought, like, basically, I didn't want to get fired. And it's like, you're definitely going to get fired now, dude.
You got the cops involved. You're
Yeah.
past that. Too late, buddy.
Yeah, you got 100 miles an hour for a long pursuit. And then eventually got busted. Google has not said, at least at the time of this article, whether or not the guy was fired. But, like, the guy was fired.
Pretty definite.
Yeah. You can get a
Footage.
speeding ticket and be like, cool. But you can't get, like, a felony, which is what this was, according to the article, and have Google be like, it's okay. You're good. Like, it's fine.
I just want to see what that looks like. Like, did that camera get everything? That's all I want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's probably... Yeah. It's probably just, like, an image every, like, every, like, 3 blocks. So I think, like, in that area, it was very, very bad. Yeah, I feel like we should just keep moving on because I feel like after the first 2 stories, like, there's nothing exciting other
The guy
than...
should have put his phone away and worn a helmet.
Right.
He should have put his phone away. No, I just want to say I'm looking at this article right now, and why does it have to be a Florida man? Why do they? And even if he is from Florida, why do we have to say he's from Florida? Can you just give us a break?
No.
Come on, guys.
No.
No. And unfortunately, we have so many stories that frequently they are in fact Florida men.
Yeah.
I just want to be like, I feel like Florida, we're very like, we don't like drama. We just like to chill on the beach, but we secretly love drama. And we're like, oh my God, we're in the news again. That's so fun.
That's amazing to hear that, because that's like those, I feel like I'm from a different country where I'm like, American
I feel like I'm from a
stereotypes.
different country.
Because I grew up here, so for me, I just feel like I imagine Florida is just this wild, crazy place. There's alligators everywhere, people doing meth, all kinds of crazy stuff. But there are. Okay.
But so Kelly,
I went to high school with methamphetamine rules.
Okay. Are you from like North or South Florida though?
Actually neither. I'm from Central, which is South Florida is like its own country because it's like Miami. Everyone speaks Spanish like equally. North Florida is the South. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what it is. The Panhandle is the South. Everyone has Southern accents, and then Central Florida, one word, Disney. Like Central Florida is Disney, Central Florida is beach, and so it's very much like 3 factions, and I'm from the middle faction where but Gators, meth, all 3 factions. It's universal.
Okay, all 3 factions.
Yeah, it's everywhere. They're both everywhere all the time.
It's wild.
All right. Before we continue on to our honorable mentions, I will take a moment this is the part in the show where I encourage everybody to like and subscribe. It helps people know that you enjoy the content and lets them know that they will enjoy the content as well. So please take a moment to like and subscribe, and it lets you know when we have new episodes and all that. So please do that. Before we continue, it is also our opportunity to do our honorable mention headlines, which I will admit I set these up a while ago. I don't remember what they are, so I am going to be surprised by what our honorable mention headlines are, as well as you guys will be. So our first one, Stephen Miller files complaint that gay Pop-Tarts are sexualizing kids.
What now?
Yeah,
I
didn't know. What are gay Pop-Tarts?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. The beauty of the honorable mention headlines is that usually the story itself was either boring or ridiculous. So it just becomes an honorable mention thing. But apparently, Stephen Miller thinks that some Pop-Tarts are gay and encouraging other kids to be gay. So that's just a thing that you all know now. There are straight Pop-Tarts? I don't know. I
guess maybe they have like pride flags, or maybe I'm giving them too much credit, or maybe they're just, maybe Pop-Tarts just trying to be in love like everyone else,
Right.
Like pastries can find love too.
What do they think the kids are going to be doing with the Pop-Tarts? It's not a Hot Pocket.
Right, I think this speaks more to Stephen Miller than it does to...
Who knows?
Also,
it does. Yeah,
yeah.
Stephen Miller's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, though.
Yeah.
Like, although you're like... Because basically you're saying, like, what do you think these kids are going to do? Like, fool around sexually with the Pop-Tarts? They're not...
Yeah.
And then you said they're not Hot Pockets.
They're not a Hot Pocket.
Right, which means you're assuming that
The
people...
name of that item alone.
It's a euphemism.
Yeah.
It's a euphemism. Right, right.
Yeah, everyone knows
Yeah.
what you do with Hot Pockets. We all know.
It's a Hot Pocket.
Pop-Tarts.
That's why it's got a jingle.
Pop-Tarts just they're not designed the same way.
Wait, everything with a jingle you're supposed to have sex with? Is that what you're implying?
You know what? By the logic that I just presented, I believe yes.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't think of a single exception.
Yeah.
No.
Moving on. A woman named Barbie Oppenheimer says she's having trouble checking into hotels.
No.
Right. She could go by Barbara Oppenheimer, but she doesn't. She goes by Barbie Oppenheimer and is not able to book hotels. Again, not much to this story other than this poor lady's life had been ruined by a weird combination of movies that I still don't understand why people are doing both of them.
Is she must be related to Mr. Oppenheimer.
I believe she is, actually.
A very common name.
Yeah, I believe she actually is like 3 or 4, like, however many like generations over, like second, third cousin or something like that. So, police rush to report of ritual mass murder that was actually just a yoga class.
Oh yeah, I bet it was hot yoga.
Yeah, I think you're right. Basically, like, it was, from what I had seen, it was the end of the class, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna turn off the lights." And we're just
and they were all like, probably like laying on the floor or something?
Yeah, and somebody saw it, assumed that they had all been murdered. The cops come, and like, no, we were just relaxing.
Coach
we were just like,
oh God, that's actually, that's like,
yeah.
I love this story. I don't even know this story, and I love it. It's like wholesome because clearly somebody was deeply
know where
concerned,
it is.
but it's also like, oh my God, what? No.
I feel like if you Google it, you're going to discover it was Florida. But,
yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Probably Georgia, right, guys? Screw Georgia. Am I right, players?
And I believe there's one more story. Yeah. Coast Guard arrests a man trying to run a giant hamster wheel across the Atlantic.
Arrest?
Yeah. Because apparently it's not safe
What's a giant
to...
hamster wheel?
Like a big old ball that's like a hamster wheel.
I mean, that makes sense, but why?
Yeah. Because he figured like it would keep floating and he could get all the way. I think it was just like an experiment kind of thing. And he got a very small distance before the Coast Guard was like, you cannot do that. Oh. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I want to see.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
I want to see the actual arrest warrant. Yeah, but we'll move on.
Right.
We'll move on.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
those are our honorable mention stories for this week, which brings us then to our segment called "What the Fact," where for folks who have not seen the segment before, I will ask a question that maybe folks know the answer to, maybe they don't. They will try and guess. You folks in the chat can try and guess as well, and we'll see if you get it right. Kali, just be prepared. I'm going to come to you first, so be ready. Be ready with your answer. So our first question is: the word fornication is believed to have come from what? Like, what is it? It's
Pop-Tarts.
Is it being the lucky one that the king would pick into their harem of people that they're going to have sex with? Is it that early sex parties required 4 women, hence fornication? Or is it a thing where prostitutes were having sex in a bread oven and the 4 comes from furnace and it got changed?
Oh my goodness.
Only one of these is true. I know sometimes I do like all 3 of them. So which one of these do you think is where the word fornication came from?
Oh my God. Yeah, I love the thought behind B, because I love that it's like, if it's less than 4 women, there's not even a word for that. We don't even care about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I have to go with my big fat Greek wedding guts and pick C, because when you said furnace, that really spoke to me.
Okay.
And I hope people aren't having sex in a bread oven, but ancient Greece was crazy. So I'm going to have to go with C.
Okay, you're going to go with C. Heather? I haven't seen what chat... I see the chat answers rolling in, but I haven't been able to see what they're...
Most of chat is picking A, although we have a little bit of a mix.
Yeah,
we have
no
some
one's
C's
saying
and B's.
C.
Okay.
Well, listen, here's the thing. I want it to be C. I think C is amazing. And like, what a great factoid that if that turns out to be true, I can't wait to take that factoid nowhere, just to my grave, but with delight. I'm going to, however, go with A.
You're going to go with A.
It feels like it's an ancient word, and that because it was like the king meant you got chosen by the king or something. That just sounds that I feel like that's going to be it. So I'm going to go with A.
Okay, and pick an answer for chat. Like, what do you think? Where do you think chat?
Chat has the majority. 3 people said A. Okay. So chat has gone with A.
Okay, chat's going with A, which means, Kali, you were right to trust your Greek heritage. After the bakery would close, the oven would cool down, and prostitutes would bring their people to have sex in the furnace. I don't understand it. I literally, sometimes I just take the answer for granted, and other times I'm like, no, I'm gonna, I gotta look this up. There's no way that fornication comes from people having sex in bread ovens, but it is. That's where fornication comes from. So, now wow, you know that.
It's literally the Greek translation of being like, yo, you want a bread oven later?
Yeah.
We're gonna oven later, like Netflix and oven. That's wild to me.
That's amazing.
I just couldn't believe...
See where Pop-Tarts come from, too. Yeah.
I just couldn't believe that, they couldn't find a different place to do it. The idea of, the only big wide open space is this bread oven. So
it was a bread oven, yeah. I mean, it probably smelled like bread, so it probably smelled good.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
And not wouldn't you associate that smell with fornicating?
No, I don't, but it's certainly a nice scent. It's comforting. Yeah. So it's definitely not a thing where you'd smell it and you'd be like, ugh, I don't want to smell that.
Yeah, get me out of here. But yeah, they had no other space and not miles and miles of undeveloped civilization.
Right.
But hey.
Right.
Maybe they wanted privacy, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Question number 2. What is the song Stayin' Alive actually about? Heather, I'm going to come to you first this time.
All right.
Is Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees about avoiding STDs? Is it about how much New York City sucks? or is it about dodging the draft?
Oh,
What is the
Hark.
song about?
I think it's about dodging the draft.
Okay.
I think it's C. Yeah.
This
As
is
much
one of
as
those.
I do enjoy A, but I'm going with C.
Okay. This is
It's
one of those
songs
moments.
that's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is one of those moments
It's
where
luring
everybody
you into
realizes.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody realizes they don't know any of the words to Stayin' Alive other than Stayin'
Oh
Alive.
no, I do. That's why I was quiet for a second,
Yeah.
because in my brain I was going through
I
them.
know,
And
I
I was
was
like,
like-
nah, it sounds like a yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
Everyone
gonna-
thinks C.
Okay.
Except
with C.
Michelle is saying B.
Okay.
CPR. It is about CPR. at
That's
the end of
true.
the day.
That is a legitimate. I had to learn a CPR thing last summer, and they straight up told us that. They were like, just do the beat to Stayin' Alive, and I was just like, I would like to trust science, not like you just sing Stayin' Alive to yourself. Like, what
Where
if I
did
go too
doctors make
fast? What if I do
that song. Yeah.
Right.
I don't have the metronome in my head.
Yeah.
Right. What if you don't? What if
I-
you're a person who just doesn't?
Yeah, or
Anyway.
like, when are they going to stop using that reference? Because, as we established, I'm afraid of Gen Z, and they probably don't know this song.
Also, that's
Who
accurate.
knows?
Yeah. They need a different
no,
song.
you're correct. You're correct.
I think I want to go with A, just because the only line I'm thinking about is, you could tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man.
Mm.
AKA he's
Mm.
he's
Doing it.
fornicating, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Yeah. Having sex in a bread oven. Everybody knows. Yeah.
He's ovening. Yeah.
Okay. And do we know where chat came down?
Chat came down on. Chat has
C.
Committed to C.
Chat is committed to C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The actual answer is actually B.
What?
No.
They said it was like really hard to get ahead in New York. It was just like a shitty place at the time. And then it was like such a miserable place to be. So they wrote a song called Stayin' Alive about how much New York sucked.
Wow.
Yeah, Michelle was contrarian, just to be
Yeah.
contrarian, and that
Yeah.
deserves respect.
Hmm.
Wow. Of all the choices, that was the one I thought for sure. I was like, it's not that. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's a funny
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
So,
my
yeah.
god, Barry Gibbs, no, betrayed.
Which brings us to our third question. Our third question, this one's not as like whatever you want to call it, but okay. So our third question has to do with Bitcoin and the ridiculousness of Bitcoin.
Oh no.
The very first purchase of the first time somebody used Bitcoin to pay for something was for a pizza, and the pizza was $25, and the person said, "Hey, here's a Bitcoin." So my question to you is, at its peak, how much was that pizza worth? Like how much did they essentially spend on that pizza?
I'm so confused.
Do you want me to try and explain it further?
No,
Okay.
no. My brain can't handle the concept
Yeah.
of things
Yeah.
like this. So
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
all I
you,
need.
Dustin. It's
Yeah.
us.
So
yeah.
so if that person had held on to that Bitcoin instead of giving it for that pizza, would they have had
Okay.
in 2021 at the peak of Bitcoin's value $360,000? Would they have had $36 million? Or would they have had $360 million? So how much was that one pizza actually worth in 2021?
When did they buy the pizza?
I don't recall. It was like when Bitcoin first came out. So I want to say, like when I don't know when Bitcoin
Not
first
me
came out.
trying to. Not me
I
trying
feel
to
like
take this
Bitcoin
seriously.
came out in like what, the mid-teens?
Sure.
That's when I feel like I started hearing about it. I don't know that that's true, but
I just saw who put like A because it wouldn't be worth it otherwise. As though a pizza is worth $360,000. Kelly, I'm gonna have to ask you to pick an answer.
I'm just gonna use my old trivia strategy and pick right down the middle with no other rationale. I'm gonna go with B.
Okay. Okay. Heather.
All the answers
I,
make me angry, though.
I'm also going to go with B just because I think I think C is just too much, and I think A is too little.
Okay.
And it's all made up anyway, so.
And
We
chat.
use
Right?
Goldilocks.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all made up. It's not real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does chat have an answer specifically? Or they-
Chat.
We got two
Two people said
Bs.
B. 2 B's and 1 A.
Okay. Well, you're all wrong.
Wow.
It's C.
No.
Wow.
Somebody spent essentially $360 million on one pizza. If they had just held on to that Bitcoin, they would have had $360 million.
Oh my God, Michelle.
Which
it
I
could've-
guess
it
Michelle
could've been you,
means-
Michelle.
yeah,
Was it?
Could have
Michelle,
been
was
you.
it you?
Don't give away that Bitcoin.
Yeah.
How do you give away a Bitcoin?
Yeah, the world's most expensive pizza
Damn.
that's ever been purchased. So hopefully you learned a little bit today about fornication, about staying alive, and about holding on to
So
Bitcoin,
much.
I guess.
Wow.
Which then brings us to available now on Amazon. We got a bunch of really crazy things
Oh my God.
coming
I
up.
think
Again, now
I
it's time to
think
get
that I'm
weird.
gonna.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna kick us off with the buttress pillow,
Okay.
the world's most bootyful pillow for all kinds of sleepers, squeezers, slappers, face barriers, and helps relieve anxiety.
Oh.
And Dustin found this link and
Ooh.
hyperlinked to the limited edition deep sea version of this item, which I think is hilarious that exists, although it comes in other colors like aqua, beige, camo, charcoal, green, cityscape,
Yes.
galaxy, and white.
Yeah. So this is I believe the charcoal one.
Yeah.
We
Mhm,
have
mhm.
this is a nice lady sleeping on the cityscape. This poor woman had to do a photo shoot
Jeremy.
for all of them. So this is cityscape,
Excuse
and this is her hugging deep sea butt.
my
So
my fiance
I
is
wanna-
in this chat. We're gonna have to hide
Yeah.
this picture. This is too provocative.
Okay.
I don't want
Too
him
much?
seeing
All right.
this.
Is this
This
better?
is too much.
Is it-
No, all of them. He doesn't know it. He shouldn't know what this looks like.
Okay.
So I want to go ahead and read a couple of points of fact about this. It's great for backside and stomach sleeper, good as a support, super soft, comfortable many positions, experience comfort and relief for your head and neck. Ergonomic and flexible, the sweet spot between the thighs and under the cheeks, gently contour your head and offers neck support. Okay. The soft,
Okay.
comfortable, functional pillow with the magic of a taut spandex wrapped bubble butt. Our first ever pillow based on the classic bubble butt. Super soft, comfortable, sleek, great for all kinds of sleepers and nappers. Separate, adjustable, breathable thighs, stress relieving, and ergonomic. It's good to sleep on a butt. This is the description. No matter what country, no matter what country, race, gender you are, there's something magical about a nice, soft, and well-shaped booty. They are the natural wonder
What?
we can't help but love. They are funny, calming, and comforting, and with a little creative design, we realized it would make an amazing pillow. So we set out to combine the peace, happiness, and childlike giddiness of a very nice butt with a comfortable, all-natural, functional pillow. And it worked. Not only is it a great pillow, it's a joy to look at, and burying your face into it is like a massage table is 100% recommended. I'm reading that exactly as it's written. You'll
Yeah, who
feel your
wrote
stress
this?
literally melt away. Enjoy the wonders of butt sleeping. We think you'll like it here. Yeah. Yes, Michelle, they are implying that
think
people
you'll
are
like it
countries.
here.
Yes.
This is, oh my God, this is amazing. So, yeah, burying your face into it. I will tell
Yeah,
you that
sleeping
when
face down.
so when I first clicked on this link before I read what the idea behind it was, I actually thought it was going to be like some kind of, I don't know, like anti-fart thing or something, where it was like, fart in this pillow and it takes it away, or like I did not imagine that it was just going to be a pillow for your butt. And listen, no shaming on anyone's game, truly, I mean this, but the fact that they keep saying separate the thighs, it's got squishy thighs that you can pull apart, and I'm like, okay, what's
Yeah, where's
happening
Stephen
with
Miller
this?
about this?
Yeah, it's a great question.
I mean, this is just, I've never seen a disembodied butt like this, and I hope to never see it again.
I didn't have time to get like a bunch of pictures of the model lady, but I'm a little obsessed with like the fact that she had to do this. So my question to you guys is,
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
like here are her two pictures. which do you think that this was first or this was first? Like, where do you think this fell in the photo shoot process? Because here,
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like she's got some joy. Here she looks like she's given up on
tired.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, enough. I'm done. Can we please?
I
Enough
almost
already.
think the other way around. Dustin owns three of these. I think the other way, like this is like she's trying to look posh. She wants to look chic, and then she lets her hair down a little bit, and she's like, "I love this butt pillow," and then she's having a little more fun with it.
Look at how I clutch this butt pillow that has a mermaid
Yeah,
on it and a cityscape.
yeah. What's the design on that other one?
Yeah.
Reflection.
I think it's a mermaid. Yeah.
I also appreciate the fact that she has costume changes. Like,
I also noticed that and appreciated that.
Yeah,
Yep.
different looks.
yeah.
I just am imagining this on Shark Tank. Like, hello, sharks. Do you like putting your face in butts? Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
have
course
I
I
got
do.
the
Wow.
product for you? Sleeping on an ass.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
I want to point out before we move on, I just want to
Yeah.
point out two reviews I want to point out.
Yeah.
One says,
Oh.
and it's not going to go where you think it's going to go. The title is The Smell. It Lingers. And I was like, I see what you did there. And then the review actually says, I had this a month now and it puts out an overwhelming latex smell. Shouldn't take this long to air it out.
Oh,
Now, in thinking of it, that could also have a separate meaning, but I think I thought it was going to be, again, a fart joke. Somebody
Yeah,
else
that would've
gave
been
it
good.
5 stars and said 5 stars. It's amazing. Feels exactly like my fiance's butt. A little awkward to lay on
Oh.
if you aren't in the sweet spot, but otherwise, no complaints. So
I
that's a
don't know.
satisfied customer.
I don't know the sweet spot there, but I will.
It's
No
probably where you
bones,
part
no
those
complaints.
thighs. That's what it's been saying. Yeah.
Do we want to move on
Mixed-
to?
Oh
your-
wait, mixed feelings about this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, somebody else saying that it smells really weird. So, yeah.
Are we?
I think we're ready
people
to move
putting their
on to
nose
the next
right
one.
in it.
Yeah.
And if you weren't ready for the butt pillow, oh
I just
well-
saw Joy's comment. It's the crotch. And I
yeah,
was
it's
like,
the
yeah,
Justin. Sorry.
okay.
Oh my god, these comments are amazing. Yes, to the chatter named Dog Petter, I agree. Imagine you go to a date's place and they just have this on the couch, and that is either a test or it's,
Yeah.
there it is, and you're like, is that a butt?
What do you do with it?
Why
I'm sorry.
not? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you what's that? What's
Yeah.
Why does
going
it
on
smell
over
like
there?
latex? So, in the interest of time, I will move us along.
It's not going
although
to get
I love
any.
this.
It's not going to get any less weird.
It's not going to get any better, everybody, because we have the infant circumcision trainer in white.
Oh.
Yep. Dustin, are you? Yep, Dustin's putting a picture up.
Yeah, of
this
course I
item.
am.
I
Of
clicked. So I clicked on this item, and I was like, "What the hell is this going to be?" Did not expect this. Was not ready for this graphic. Wasn't ready for this at all. Yes, Dog Petter Savages only in that review section. That is correct. I read the reviews and I was like, "What?" Most of them, I do believe. Yeah, Michelle's right. Yeah. She's being real sexy. Yeah. So, I scrolled through the reviews. Most of them are like savage jokes for sure. One of them is, quite funny, talking about flesh and dinglings, and it's a well-written joke review. my God, one person said, "What will I give the neighborhood children for Christmas since I don't have a real foreskin?" Which is, somebody made a joke about like, this is how I'm going to keep men behaving. A couple of reviews that are saying that, which is really, really funny. One review that I truly couldn't tell if this review's real or not. And this review says, was hoping there was finally a suitable trainer on the market for my family's genetically rare but ever-present dangler skin condition. Think detachable raincoat hood minus the snaps. And I'm like, is this a joke? I can't tell. But they said in their review, they said that their first child's circumcision was botched. So they're waiting for the second child to make sure that they can confidently home circumcise.
Confidently
that
home
review?
circumcise.
Yep.
I'm in awe.
Fun for the whole family. Forget operation. This game represents the next evolution in surgical family fun. Not recommended for kids under 6, but your kids will enjoy endless hours of genital slicing and dicing. That review.
I mean, in terms of like walking into a potential date's apartment and they have the buttress pillow or the circumcision trainer on the table, I feel like I'm going to go with the buttress pillow person.
I'd have 10 buttresses.
Yeah.
Over one
absolutely
baby scrotum like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they only give you 5. You only get 5 shots at it. Like
I know.
I did see a link to a refill package, but that you can like.
Is it like inserted on top? I'm gonna put my hand away. Is it on top of the circumcised? How does this work? I don't even. Do I want to know? I kind of want to know.
Yeah, this is something.
I'm assuming you put it through that little hole, like.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I don't know.
The more I look at it, the more numb I feel.
So does this little toy. Don't worry, I'm using it for training purposes, right?
Unfortunately, this is the only picture we have of this.
I know, and no one in the reviews
more
like
pictures
put pictures.
Yeah.
They didn't? Yikes. I don't know about that.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. It's it's 8:56, so I'm gonna turn it over.
Yeah, we should probably move on. Yeah, Callie. What do you got?
Okay, so don't worry, this isn't a disembodied private part. It's even better. It's a crying baby mask for adults. You put this mask on and you could finally look like a crying baby with no hair, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, a lot of wrinkles. It's what everyone's been wanting. Is 4-star reviews, over 900 ratings, which is a very high performing product. Some of the reviews said this is so fun to take if you're going out drinking with your friends, which like, who the fuck is doing that? But my favorite is that there are so many reviews complaining, saying that this is too pink. They're like, it's not skin color, it's pink. I don't want this. I don't want to mask this pink. And then there's also someone who said, this doesn't look like a baby. It looks more like Voldemort or a 70-year-old man. Which, like, yeah. Because I can't imagine a use for this, but a lot of people have bought it, and a lot of people really like it. So good for them, I guess.
Yeah, right?
The thing that I found like very bizarre about it is they also have a picture of a person with a baby wearing the mask. And like, that baby looks happy, but I cannot imagine a world where a baby would see that and not be immediately horrified by it.
That baby seems all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that baby seems so happy when you see the circumcision training.
The baby's like, all right, no problem.
That baby
looks like someone. I can't place who this baby reminds me of. I don't know who it is.
I
This
also
maybe
looked
reminds me
up
of
the
someone.
dancing baby in Ally McBeal because I was like, isn't this what the baby looks like? But it's not what the baby looks like.
Okay.
This is just
Mm.
its own original crying baby
It's its
design.
own creation. Yeah. It'll have to have its own
Yes.
theme song.
Yeah, and of course there are slits in the eyes so you could see through it or
Mm.
whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, this is just disturbing. So we could go to the next one.
Okay.
And then- these comments, oh my goodness. Okay, to be totally honest, this scares me and I don't exactly know what it is, but it's $50 and it's very small. It is a portable radioactive uranium ore. Okay, it's
What?
984 CPM, which if you know CPM, please explain it to me because I do not, but it sounds high, sounds bad. A lot of people in the comments are saying this is really cool, this is really cool. Only one person said, I finally opened this and I didn't explode. So that's good. This just scares me. I feel like there needs to be tighter regulation on names in Australia and
uranium.
selling uranium on Amazon. This just freaks me out. I don't like how many people have access to this. And I want to tighten it up.
Right. And you could order like 30 of them. So you can like you can get like a
Oh.
lot of uranium if you want it.
Oh God.
Right. This falls under like but in a much more upsetting way. A few weeks ago we had like you can buy like 1,500 ladybugs or whatever it was. And it's like, but why?
Yeah.
Now you can buy
Those
uranium.
had a reason at
Oh, wow.
least.
Right. This is just
Yeah.
this is just like, look, I'm building a thing that I can't tell you about. So like, I need a bunch
this
of
is
uranium.
like what people literally in comic books are like, I need uranium. And when you're watching the movie, you're like, how did they get all this uranium? Well, you can get it
Amazon.
on
This is
Amazon.
how they just
Yeah.
went to Amazon.
Yeah, very upsetting to find out that we can do that. Let's
Yeah.
keep going just because we're running out of time. Not that anybody's whatever. All right, so moving on to my weird items. The item again, I think we front loaded it with like you guys having cool items.
Front loaded it. Yeah, I bet.
But in terms of
Cool.
in terms of like this one's just a weird hat. This is if you've ever been like, I wish that I was a little bit more rugged. I wish I was a little bit more lumberjack. Good news for you, because now you can buy a lumberjack hat. Which like if I can't grow a beard, I can have a knitted beard, and for whatever reason, keep my mouth open in a way that is
Yeah, why is his mouth like
largely
this?
uncomfortable.
Who's this model?
Oh, morning roast. You whatever. So if you're ever like, hey, what? Yeah. What's my fucking word? It is.
I
It
mean,
fucking is. Like,
I just
It's
want
like
someone
so-
to wear this and not acknowledge it. Yeah.
well,
right.
and I like at first I thought, oh, is this designed so that like you can keep your beard warm or something, which doesn't make sense, and I
No.
admit that doesn't make sense. But then you look at it and it's got a mouth hole cut out, so it's like, well, obviously that's not the point. What is happening? Why? did they-
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a thing that
Yeah, why the face?
right.
WTF.
And this was like the most normal one I could find.
This is the most normal face. That's really
like
disturbing.
it's all like check it out. Check out the beard mask, the beard hat, and it's very
I do-
reasonably priced.
I
have a
believe it's called
theory.
beard head.
Beard
which
head. Sorry.
Might
Beard-
explain.
Yeah.
I have
Also, is one of
maybe
his
the whole,
eyeballs? Wait, is one of his pupils small? Like his eyeball smaller than the other?
Hold on.
yeah.
I'm getting a closer
His
look.
actual like the thing, the colored part of the eye, whatever that, the iris. Is that
Oh
what
my
that's
god,
called?
maybe he has David Bowie. He has David Bowie syndrome.
He's definitely looking in multiple directions. It feels like to me, like it.
This is a
Just as
composite
they're-
picture of
okay, so
multiple
what's happening?
guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the beard hole was a perfect circle.
Oh wait,
and
also
to
look
make
at
it
his
not
tiny
look
body,
weird.
and he's got a giant head.
Mhm.
Wait,
This
What
picture
is
gets
happening?
weirder the more you look at it.
oh my god, the more you look at it, I'm scared. Does he have teeth? Does he
No,
have teeth?
no, of course
No,
not.
he doesn't have teeth.
Does this man exist? Is this an AI generated image?
Maybe.
I'm scared. This
So,
guy needs to get his head checked. That's too big.
um,
Oh my god.
Michelle, I appreciate the fact that as a person who, as I know that you're a person who fancies ladies, I like that this is the person that you made the exception for. That beard man is when you're like, no, he's brought me back.
Manly
Yeah.
about a yarn beard. Oh yeah.
I got a yarn beard.
Cool. Which brings us then to our final item.
So the consequence of gay Pop Tarts.
Exactly. So our final item is usually something that is weird, and yet I highly encourage you to purchase it because for whatever reason,
Ooh.
it has a positive reason for it. And this week, it is the donut mug. A mug that is specifically
yeah.
designed for you to keep your donut warm on top of the mug. Or a cookie. It doesn't need to be a mug. Yeah, why not? It's a way for you to have a donut and a mug at the same time. Go out, purchase it, keep your donuts warm, make them taste like coffee. It's a wonderful idea. Get a donut mug today. I don't get any money
it's a good
from it,
way
but
to-
like,
Combine the flavor
Love
of
this.
like a pastry and coffee.
yeah.
I'm a little confused by the muffin, but I do
Yeah.
understand.
There's
No.
put on top.
Right. The muffin
yeah.
is way too precarious.
The muffin is like not quite working.
I'll
but
just put pizza on it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
no rules.
there you go.
Nothing
like-
matters.
But like the cookie is perfect. The cookie is just
Yeah.
like
I mean, I still have questions
That's
because
the
like
picture.
you
That's
have
the
to
money
pick that up
shot.
to bite it. You're not biting this ceramic.
no, but it's
But-
not it's keeping
I-
it
I
like snugly
appreciate-
warm.
Yeah, I appreciate the
That's
thought behind this.
true.
Yeah.
That's a good point. The more I think about it, the more I don't like it. But my first instinct was, I need this.
This is-
I'm
I
getting
mean,
it for my mom
I-
for Christmas. Obsessed.
I think this is a product that's exactly what it's designed for. You're supposed to look at it and go like, "Oh my god, I'm ordering it right now." And then the more you think of it,
Yeah.
about it, the more you're like, "Well, I don't know how this is going to work, but oh well."
Do you not want
Yeah.
your donut
Yeah.
warm? Is the problem? Is you want cold donuts? Is that what I'm being?
No, I just don't. I think realistically, how am I going to bite into this?
I mean, you could take it
What
off.
if a-
It's just a resting place.
That's what they have bread ovens for. We know what happens there.
Yeah.
oh, whoa there.
Which, guys, I think that's our last one. I think that's our available now for this week. As I think I mentioned last time, we're probably going to venture into the Etsy world soon. That gets way more disturbing. There's a lot of taxidermy. Be ready for a lot of taxidermy because it is very fucking weird.
Oh yeah.
Which kind of brings us towards the end of our show. Kali, thank you so much for stopping by. Where can people who want to know more about what you got going on, where can they find out things about you?
Thank you so much for having me. My Instagram is Kali Sucks, and I, as Jeremy mentioned, I'd like to plug my birthday. That's very important. My birthday is this week, and
Happy birthday!
also my soul. Thank you so much. I want all of these for my birthday, especially the buttress.
Careful, it's gonna
And
happen.
also, yeah, I shouldn't have manifested that. And my solo show, Hot Boys. If you want to see it live, it's going to be in New York, November 16th, or you can watch it on YouTube for free, October 10th through 14th for the Theater Crude Fringe Festival. But I'll post all of that on my Instagram at Kali Sucks. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here. This was very fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing
Put
it.
your phone away. Put your phone away.
Heather, what do you got coming up?
I don't think I have anything right now. I know Red Shirts is going to have shows in a couple of weeks, but they're not quite yet. So follow Red Shirts Musical Improv if you want to learn more about where my musical improv group is performing. And also, as Dustin will probably say, sketch.
Yeah, we have sketch coming up.
Oh, yes.
October 17th at 7 p.m. at the Tank. And then for me, you can always follow us at Super Important Stuff on Instagram. And eventually I'm going to make the one again for my name. But it's DDATO.
Eventually.
Yeah. I got stuff happening. And if you are around New York City this week, I'll be at Young Ethels doing stand-up. It's an early show. It's a 5:30 show. It's a variety show. There's a bunch of other stand-up and improv and musical stuff going on. So if you get a chance, head over to Brooklyn at Young Ethels. Which brings us, guys, to the end of our show. And the music is really loud, but that's what happens. Thanks so much for watching us. Thank you to Kali for being part of the show. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.